Hello guys, Furphy's Loco here, and today I'm showing some customs that I've made. So, yeah, so first off is Lexi. I didn't do anything in the front of Lexi, but I might in the future with Lexi's get like a thin tip Sharpie. Like basically a black fine tip Sharpie and go inside the cow catchers. And I might give her a black running board. On the sides, basically just paint them black. May need to give her a little bit more detail. Yeah, in case you're wondering like where the tender is, that's where the modification came in. Yep, I took Lexi's tender, I basically repainted the base black. And I took these two like bogey thing, like these little like bogey side bits. Like I have a baggie of these in my workplace. Like I have a baggie of these. So I took them and basically made it look like Lexi had like two bogey, used them to build up Lexi's tender. The wheels I didn't paint her, like I took them from a redesigned Spencer tender, which I had to modify the chassis so they could fit. Like they originally wouldn't fit, so I had to like take a file and go inside and just sand down most of the inside just so these new wheels would fit. Oh, yep, that is Lexi. Now on to like the winning customs I painted up. So next up is James. I didn't do any modifications to the tender, but I did do some modifications to the front. Like, originally what I was going to do, like, wanted to do is that I wanted to repaint the dome. Like, the dome, well, it was starting to chip, like, some of the paint was beginning to chip off the dome, so I thought of just repainting it. But also, I decided just to go a little bit the extra mile and paint on James's boiler bands. And also, I did replace James's face with a gold rail. And no, it's not the gold rail I didn't take it from my gold rail, James. Here's proof. I had one that was in bad condition, so I just took the face off to add to mine. And also, I gave James these little like pony truck wheels, like basically an actual front wheels, like actual bogey wheels. These were just taken from an Erdl. These are basically just two like small Erdl wheels. That I used a bit of clay to build them up, and I just glued the piece of clay like that was used to make these wheels like this onto the magnet. So, yep, there. So, yeah. Now, next custom I made is a piece of rolling stock, which is a troublesome truck, which this was the truck from the Troublesome Trucks and Sweets pack. I didn't really have a use for it, so I just repainted it to look like an actual Troublesome truck from the show. I had to redo the eyes because, like, one of the eyes was a bit some of the paint came off of one of the eyes. And I do plan to like get like a spare coal load, like a wooden railway like coal wagon load to put in this. And I do have the chocolate load, I just can't find it at the moment. Next up is Lady. Now, I have like 3 wooden ladies. 2 of them are in this style. Like, basically, I have 2 of this style of lady and 1 older style lady. The older style lady, like, I had 2 older style ladies. Like, the one older style one, like, one of them was like in just, the old one I had basically from when I was younger was in such bad shape. Like, basically, the boiler part came off. Basically, I kind of just turned it into a scrap engine, which is what ended up happening to it. So, what I did with Lady is that I detailed the inside of her cab using black paint and a toothpick. And also painted on her gold buffers and chain hook. I know Lady doesn't have a chain hook on the front, but I added it to my Lady because I thought it would look nicer. And you know how I said I had 2 of these ladies? 2 of this style of lady? Well, I made the faceless lady. Basically, I had an old Ertl Bluebell, like it was in... I was trying to make an E2. Basically just using it as, like, the main smoke box base. Mainly just, like, the smoke box. Basically, I was trying to make an E2, like, extended side takes, but it didn't work out that well. I just turned the rest of it into a scrap engine. And the smoke box store I just took off, and I had to lay it. But unfortunately, like, when I was getting rid of splashes, some of the smoke box got destroyed, so I had to use a bit of clay to fix that, like, well, to patch it up. And I know the gold doesn't really match, but, well, what can you do? I also did the same details I did to this lady. I might give them cab windows in the future. Like, just... give them some cab windows. Oh yeah, next up is a background tender engine. Basically, it's meant to look like a Black 5 or a .8F from the LMS. Yep, this was made of my wartime Black Henry, mainly because I decided not to do that whole World War II series, because, like, it would be a lot of hard work. So I do have plans for the old, like, wartime Black engines. Like, Edward will probably be made into an OC. Well, if someone's trained Sona. James will probably be turned into that one red engine that was in the Railway series. Come Out Henry. Or... I'm not sure it was called, like... I'm not sure what that episode was called, basically, of... where Henry went into the tunnel. Like, I kind of forgot the name. Of the episode. Basically, in the Railway series, that one red engine that tried to push Henry out of the tunnel. Yeah, so I forgot the episode, like, where it was from. I do memorize a lot of Thomas facts, but I kind of tend to forget the episodes. Like, there's like over like 500 of them. Last time I checked. Like, there's like 500 of them. So, yeah, the tender, in fact, was a spare mic tender. Yeah, I got one from a train show, which I did plan to send to a friend, but since they already got one and I had no other use for it, I decided to turn it into a LMS Black 5. Basically make it look like a Black 5 tender. And I do need to put a British Rail crust. Like, pretty much put on the British Railways logo on it. And I might add some windows, cab windows on the sides. And maybe try adding a little firebox. Oh yeah, I might replace the face in the future. Or I might just leave it as it is. Oh, yeah, actually, other custom plans I do have, like of Gordon, Thomas, and Percy. Thomas, I might try to... I'm not sure what to do with Thomas and Percy, but Gordon, I might try turning him into the Flying Scotsman how he is today. Basically, if how Scotsman looks today, basically in Flying Scotsman and British Railways green. Yeah, next up, which is you probably saw from my collection video, are these 5 brake fans. Originally 4 of them were painted, but I took one brake fan that basically said NE and added it to it, painted up to look like the others. So yeah, I have 5 of these, which hopefully I plan to use in my series. Well, with the Hornby series. Well, train series, so yeah. Next up is the Farquhar Quarry Coach. Yeah, basically, in my Thomas Friends headcanon, or basically my own Thomas universe, Mavis picks up the quarry workmen in this coach. Also, Mavis does bring supplies up to the quarry along, like, the supplies that Mavis brings up are mainly spare parts for the machines and herself. Along with food for, like, the cafeteria. Well, like, the break room at the Farquhar Quarry. Along with some fuel for the machines and some trucks. So, I need to add on Farquhar Quarry Co. on this coach. Yeah, this coach was many things. It's like it was originally like a works unit coach, and then before that, it was just some random red coach. Oh. Yeah, next up are 4 salt wagons. Yep, these were the salt wagons I got for my birthday from my dad. I decided to repaint them decided to repaint them gray. Obviously, like on this one, like a bit of paint, like white paint gone there, which I do plan to cover that up soon. Like I might just later on in the future, like touch that up soon. Then on the one of them, which is this green one, like it had the smaller couplings, I decided to go with normal style Bachmann couplings on it, so it matched the others. Also, I'm thinking about swapping all these couplings with like Katie couplers, I think that's what they're called. Basically, like, they're the knuckle couplers that you get on like normal Bachmann products. Basically, that way these would be, like, uncoupling these items is basically a pain to do. Like, it gets really annoying, like, just uncoupling it. Especially if the wagons have loads. Like, snow ballast, which tend to spill everywhere. So, I might swap all the couplings out on all of my rolling stock and engines. Some engines, in fact, won't have this mod done. Mainly because they're, like, too rare. And I don't want to ruin them. Like, the examples are Murdoch, Bear, and Stepney, and Scotsman. So, yeah, next up are some repainted vans. These two, which you saw in my collection video, which basically these were, like, one was like in a lighter brown, one was like in a white. I decided to paint them brown to match my other troublesome van I have. Yep, this face, in case you're wondering where I got it from, is from Shapeways. In case you're wondering where I got it from. So yeah, now I have like 3 of these brown vans, and also I have 4 other vans, but I painted them gray, which you probably saw in the collection video. Oh yeah. Next is this van, which basically I took the ice cream van and repainted it, mainly because I didn't see the point of having the ice cream van, and it just kind of stuck out. Well, I didn't really see a need for it, mainly because it just didn't look that realistic. I mean, I know ice cream was transported, but I know ice cream was probably transported on the railway in, like, refrigerated vans. I did really like that much. I decided to repaint it gray with a black roof. And this van here was a fine fish van. I just repainted it gray, mainly to add a little bit more variety of rolling stock. Hopefully, if I get more vans like this, I'll probably paint them up. So, yep, next are 4 tankers. So, these were made from 2 raspberry syrup tankers, the cream tanker and the Bachmann Timoth milk tanker. Like, these were all made from Bachmann raspberry syrup tankers, the cream tanker, and Timoth milk tanker. I mean, because I had the Hornby ones and I didn't see the point of having the Bachmann one. And the cream tanker, along the raspberry syrup tanker, same reason as the ice cream van. I didn't really, they didn't look like something that would be transported on a railway. Well, the ice cream I know probably would be transported by railway. I just wanted to make the ice cream van look more, I just wanted to repaint the ice cream van to make it look more like a van. Like that was probably seen on Heritage Railway. Basically, like, mainly just a van to have. I can't talk today. I just wanted to have a stock standard van to add in my collection. So yeah, I painted these tankers silver, which kind of looks like the tankers Gordon smashed into. in respect for Gordon. Oh yeah, so yeah, I plan to make more stock standard tankers in the future. Well, if I can find more Hornby/Bachmann tankers to repaint. Hopefully one day I can do that. Next up are 6 Farquhar Quarry trucks. 4 of them are in a lighter brown, and 2 of them are in a darker brown. So these were 5 of the mineral wagons I got for Christmas last year. And this one I just had for a while. Like I had a coal load. And I decided just to take out the coal load and just turn it into a Farquhar Quarry truck like the others. Hopefully I can make more of these Farquhar Quarry trucks, and I to now have 9 Farquhar Quarry trucks. These ones which the faces on them are basically the faces on them are basically a Shapeways truck face, a Bachmann Charleston truck number 1, and a take-along truck face. I do plan to get more faces for my wagons in the future. Unfortunately, the ones on Shapeways are a bit expensive. So hopefully if I could try saving more money, I could try getting more Shapeway faces, or I'm going to a train show in 4 days, actually, so hopefully by then, well, I'm leaving on the 8th to a train show that's on the 10th in New Jersey. And also, guys, for a Furphy's Loco question, should I, vlog my whole New Jersey trip? It will be an extremely long video, but it'll be kind of a nice experience for me because, it'll be my first time doing it. Doing one of these vlogs. Basically just, vlogging my whole trip. So, yeah. Also, out of curiosity, should I make a video mentioning my unpopular Thomas and Friends opinions? Well, basically, my unpopular opinions about the whole Thomas and Friends franchise. Let me know in the comments if I should do that. Along with if I should do a vlog my whole New Jersey trip. So, yeah, so this is Furphy's Loco signing off.